It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bears and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again with Foreman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Herbert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Fields on 3rd down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, it's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return is Pettis. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Fields. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Fields rolling to his left. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. Escaping the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll go again with Herbert, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A handoff for Herbert, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Fields. That pass complete to Moore. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. Out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing now is Geno. And this one is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears now ready to take over again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Geno on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On second down, it's Walker.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Geno. Hard throw, incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the gun, here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Foreman is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Robert Tonyan.
A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Smith.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A carry for Foreman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this will be. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Smith. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Herbert once more. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Throwing again on second down.
Fields able to hit his target, Claypool.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Fields throwing again. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
Steps away.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
Smith on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Running right, here's Walker.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they've had their way running the football, well over 100 yards already as a team with 2 more quarters to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a give up the middle. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes Pettis on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Walker.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
First throw now for the backup lock. Yeah, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Walker got an open man. It's Scott. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now Walker. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st down throw for Walker.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Walker.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Alton Robinson
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On third down, here's Dallas. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down now. Foreman fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, it's Foreman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And now it's a bootleg with Walker. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where he goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
To throw is Walker. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Walker. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Walker. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Walker. And again back to Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Homer. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal is a way of doing it. Makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Walker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Walker. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Lock going to throw. Being chased down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack.
Looking to throw. Locke. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Block now to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely 3rd down pass.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack.
Back to throw. Locke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And working out of the gun here, Walker.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw. Walker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
Open man is Darius Fountain. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Walker to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down, Foreman, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Right back to him on 1st down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Foreman. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Dominique Robinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Walker. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Walker. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
So now Locke and the Seahawks
Down by 8, 2:19 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here. And remember, no overtime in the preseason, so a tie might be the best they can do.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now Locke.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Locke.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Locke to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Foreman. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
To throw is Walker. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not